The compiler of Srimad Bhagavatam is Ved Vyasji. He divided Vedas into 4 parts: Atharva, Riga, Sam, and Yajurveda. And after that, he created Puranas, then Upanishads. So many people must not have even heard this name. Not everyone knows these names also. There's a very nice name called Vedant. Someone kept their son's name Vedant. I asked them what is the meaning. They said we don't know. It's just that we like the name, so we just kept it. So anyway, 4 Vedas, Puranas and Upanishads, and then Granth like Mahabharata were created by Ved Vyasji. And even after all these, Ved Vyasji was not feeling restful. He was not able to feel peace. So that's why he was sitting at the bank of Saraswati river. And Ved Vyasji was very morose. If someone asks that who wrote Shastras, now someone may say we do not know who has written scriptures. Or we can just ask from ChatGPT who actually wrote. In ChatGPT everything comes, na? So just hear this history, very important. All of you who are present here, and not just you, all those who are watching through Facebook live, they will also hear and know. The compiler of all scriptures is Ved Vyasji. Who was he? Was he a sadhu? No, he was an incarnation of Lord himself. And why did this incarnation happen? To manifest another form of Lord, that is Veda. So there was the need of that time. It was such a situation where it was required. So then that Ved Vyasji, he wrote all these scriptures. Who are the parents of Ved Vyasji? Shri Parashar Muni, a great rishi. In Mathura, to cross Yamuna ji, everyone, like he was started thinking that who will cross me Yamuna river. So now the daughter of a fisherman, Matsya Gandha, from whom a strong smell of fish used to come. So Parashar Muni just had a sidelong glance towards Matsya Kanya, and she became pregnant just by that glance of Parashar Rishi. So many people think about this, that the birth of the Lord or the incarnations of the Lord, it happens as like the union of male and female. This rule actually applies only in this world. This rule does not apply on anything related to transcendental world. For example, Krishna appeared in the cell. The Lord appeared in the heart of Vasudeva. Dhritarashtra, Pandu, Vidurji, how their birth happened. See, as Ved Vyasji's birth happened in such a transcendental way just by the vision of Parashar Rishi. There, it's not required physical union like male and female. Just by seeing how divine, how potential and transcendental this reciprocation is, where there is no ignorant thoughts or ignorant mood. It's very pure and sublime. And now the same Ved Vyasji, he glanced towards Ambi and Ambalika. So such strong glance of Ved Vyasji that Amba and Ambika, like the two sisters, they were not able to even see. So right now we are speaking very simple Harikatha. But sometimes when a very strong and deep things are said, then 75% audience are not able to understand. Then what happens? Oh, let's go. We are not able to understand. Because we don't have that potency to hold those things. We don't have the qualification to hold those things. That's why Dhritarashtra, he was without eyes. He was very weak. He was very disqualified. Now Pandu, Pandu was very weak. Now Vidurji's mother, who was a maid servant, she very nicely accepted the glance of Ved Vyasji, and then she got a child Vidur. And Vidur Niti is very strong. It's like Vidur's philosophy is very famous and very strong. So Ved Vyasji is called as empowered incarnation. Anyway, there are so many things inside these things, but my point today, my topic that I will share today, let's come to that. Ved Vyasji wrote so many scriptures. How many? Hear this and remember this. Do you remember what was there in last night dinner prasadam? What was it? Curry was there. So as we remember, you remember what we ate in Bhandara in the feast yesterday. So tell me what you heard yesterday in Harikatha. That's why I say, see, no response. The way you remember about prasadam, if not everything, at least some few topics, some points, you should always carry in your heart that we discuss in Harikatha. You should keep that. Even after writing so many scriptures, Ved Vyasji was not pacified because there was some shortage was there. Something was lacking. So, being very morose, he was sitting on the banks of Saraswati river, where Veena Bajavat Harigun Gavat, playing beautiful Veena instrument, Narad Ji, calling out the holy names of Lord Hari, he came at once. And describing the glories of Lord and distributing the love of Godhead to everyone, Shri Narad Ji came there at once. And as soon as he reached there, Ved Vyasji stood up and he gave a very comfortable and high platform to Guru Narad Ji. And Narad Ji, as soon as he saw the face of Ved Vyasji, he understood that there is some problem. His face is saying that he is sad. So Narad Ji, he asked at once, what happened, my dear disciple? Now Ved Vyasji was asked by Narad Ji, O Prabhu, why you are so distressed? So Ved Vyasji, he is the disciple, keeping the standards. See, the disciple always keep a formal standard towards Guru. Even if, although Guru never considered disciple as his servant or a slave, Guru always have mindness, very soft and friendship mood towards disciple. If that friendship mood is not there, then affection cannot be there. So the disciple will not be able to speak his heart out to Guru. So that's why Guru, he has to come to the level of disciple and keep a friendship with him, as the father keeps a friendship with his son. The son has respect for the father and mother, but the son, either with both of them or one of them, he has a very intimate relationship also, very friendship mode. Guru keeping a friendship with disciple, Guru keeping a friendship mode with disciple is a great thing, but the disciple cannot keep friendship mode with Guru. He has to keep respectable mood towards Guru, otherwise there will be a great fault. That's why it is said, Vando moi savadhano mate. One should serve Guru being very careful in service. That, oh, may I do not disobey my Guru Maharaj. That's why Narad Ji, as soon as he came there, Ved Vyas Ji, who is like his disciple, he stood up and he welcomed Narad Ji. Now Narad Ji at once he saw and said that, oh, something is there. Why you are so distressed? So Ved Vyas Ji said, I am your disciple, Prabhu. I do not know at all. I do not know where is the shortage, what is my fault. Guruji, you know everything. You can tell me what's my problem, what is the fault in me. And then Narad Ji chastised very softly. When does a Guru start speaking? See, Thakurji, does Thakurji speak? You every day come and have darshan of Thakurji. Has he ever spoken to you? Has he ever? That, oh, today I have wore green color garments and tomorrow I will wear blue, you should also wear blue. Or bring me halwa tomorrow. Does he speak like this? No. And in the same way, Guru also stays silent. But when the disciple gives his right to Guru, for example, Arjun, he gave his everything, he gave his right to get chastised. So he gave his right in the hands of Krishna. See, Arjun said that I do not want to fight, and Krishna said you should fight, you have to fight. So Krishna initially was not saying anything until Arjun accepted the discipleship, the servitorship. He did not accept the submissive mode. Until that time, Krishna did not start to give the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So when Arjuna said that, what is my duty, what is not my duty, I am surrendered to you. I am considering you as my Guru and I am your disciple. So one side Arjun is having this mood that Krishna is my Guru, and then another side Arjun is keeping a friendship mood also. Because if friendship mood is not there, then one will not be able to speak his heart out. And when Arjun gave his right to Krishna, then Bhagavad Gita started from there. And then when Krishna started speaking, he spoke whole Bhagavad Gita, speaking about Atma, soul, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, so many things. But one point came in between in which Krishna said, Arjun, I will not speak anymore. You will speak now. Kaunteya pratijane name bhakta pranashyati. Oh Arjun, just announce this point that my devotees never perish. My devotees never get destroyed. Nothing related to my devotees is destroyed. So Arjun said that, Lord, you have been speaking for so long, so why can't you say this thing yourself? Lord said that Arjun, I will get this announced through you. Why? Because Shripram Bhavati Dharmatma. This thing you will speak. Because if you are my devotee, if you will take this vow, then I will accept and I will follow those words. I will protect that vow completely. Because when I take some vow, then sometimes due to some situations, I break that vow. But the vow of my devotee, the promises of my devotee, I just put my life and everything to protect those vows. So here a relationship of guru and disciple is shown. That Arjuna and Krishna who are disciple and friends also. So in the same way, Narad Ji is showing affection towards Ved Vyas Ji, plus he is also chastising Ved Vyas Ji. He's saying, what have you written this? Oh Ved Vyas, already Jivas are stuck with this dharma, artha, kama, moksha, as we just heard. That you do this, you will attain heaven, you do that, you will attain that. In Puranas, so many such things you have already written. You should have inspired the jivas towards bhakti, but you have inspired them into more sense enjoyment. So there are so much details inside this. I'm not going deep into that. So Vyasji started saying, Guruji, we are not able to find our own faults until someone from outside tells us. So Guruji, please tell me where my faults are. Please tell me. Till now, it was just some indications. But now when Ved Vyasji said like this, now Naradji, when he opened his mouth, he at once jumped towards Vraj with his words. Vraj means Vrindavan. Now Naradji said, Oh Ved Vyas, the way you should have described the pastimes of Krishna, you have not described. And this is the reason your heart is not satisfied. When Vyasji said, Gurudev, oh Naradji, I have described Krishna's pastimes in Mahabharata. Naradji said, see, I am not talking about that Krishna. Then which Krishna? Then Naradji said openly, I am not talking about Devaki Nandan Krishna. I am talking about Yashoda Nandan Krishna. That Lal of Yashoda ji, son of Yashoda Nand Baba, that Banke Bihari, Radha Madhav. I am talking about that Krishna. You have not described the pastimes of Vrindavan properly anywhere. Whatever you keep on speaking about this world or incarnations of the Lord, Krishna is being so much glorified by the Vedas and everything. But until Vrindavan's beautiful associates, the beautiful pastimes of Krishna with his associates, until that does not come in Hare Katha, then everything is unfinished, incomplete. So that's why it is said, Shruti apare smriti tere bharatamanya bhav bhajantumitam aham iha nandam vande yasya linda paramparam. Shrutis, they are describing so much glories about the Lord. Smriti Shastra also very much glorifying and appreciating the Lord. You must have heard the name Shruti, not of a girl. Oh yes, Shruti, I heard the name of a girl Shruti. No, not that Shruti. Shrutiya means, do you understand what is the meaning of Shrutis? Shruti Mata Preshta. Shruti has been considered as Mata. And Smriti is considered as Bhagini, sister. Purana is considered as brother. Shruti, Smriti and Puran. So whatever they say, let them say. But when such a great devotee Raghupati Upadhyay, he is saying, Aham iha nandam vande yasya linde padam, that we pay obeisances and worship that Nanda in whose courtyard Shri Krishna is performing amazingly beautiful pastimes. So there where Vrindavan's associate, a devotee of Vrindavan, he is glorified and his name is added, then there the whole scriptures become complete. Now, if Srimad Bhagavatam, from that, if 10th canto is removed, then what is there in Srimad Bhagavatam? Nothing is there in Srimad Bhagavatam then. Okay. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there is Krishna's birth pastime, Ras pastime, butter stealing pastime, cloth stealing pastime, flute pastime. If all these pastimes are removed, then what is left? Nothing is left. That's why, oh Vyasji, so Vyasji got chastised by Naradji. Now Naradji's chastisement is the real affection towards Vyasji, because if chastisement is not there, then he is not the recipient of affection. See, the one who gets affection is the one who gets chastised. But because Ved Vyasji is Shakti Avatar, empowered incarnation, so Naradji he chastised in some limit only. He did not twisted the ears of Ved Vyasji. One side he said as Prabhu. He spoke Ved Vyasji as, oh Vyas Prabhu. And on the other side, in a very refined and covered way, he chastised Ved Vyasji. He broke his conceptions and also indicated a direction that if you will write all the scriptures in this direction, then what to speak of peace, you will get much beyond that. A great amount of bliss, Param Anand, topmost bliss. Ved Vyasji said that I'm not able to understand. Can you elaborately speak about this? Now Ved Vyasji said, Naradji said, see, you have not described the pastimes of Vrindavan. Which pastimes? Oh, have you ever written, Mata more putra bhave kare bandhan ati hina gyane kare lalana palana? That Yashoda Maya, when she sees the mischievous pastimes of Krishna, she twists the ear of Kanhaiya, and taking a stick in the hand, she chastises and this never happened in any incarnation. Had ever Kaushalya ji twisted the ears of Ramji? Never even chastised properly. So there is so much standard and so much formality that there is no intimacy with son also. So what kind of relationship? There is so much affection and love, but in that affection, that love is somehow a little bit covered by respect. And when it is covered, then there is no transparency. For example, if I wear black cloth, top to bottom, I just came with black cloth. So will you be able to recognize me? Who is there? No, because I got covered. Now, it does not mean that I, being the same person, is not behind that, inside that cloth. So in the same way, it's not that Kaushalya ji does not have affection. She has motherly affection, but it is covered by respect and formality. And Yashoda Maya just removed this cover at once, the cover of respect and formality. So now she is asking, "Hey Kanhaiya, did you eat mud?" "No, Maya." "Hey, show your mouth then." There is no covering. She even takes the stick in her hand and said, "You did not get anything else to eat? Till yesterday, your complaint was coming that you were stealing and eating butter. And today it is, you crossed all limits. You ate mud." Now, what Kanhaiya said? "Maya, I have not eaten mud." If you do not trust me, then you can just check my mouth. You can open my mouth and check. Maya said, okay, you can open. Krishna thought that if I'll speak with confidence, then Maya will say that, okay, go and play. But when he said like this, Maya again countered answered that, okay, sure. Now Kanhaiya started thinking that today if I'll open my mouth, then I'll get such nice beatings and no one will be able to save me. What can I do in front of Maya? I cannot show my universal form in front of Maya because she will slap 2 more times. She will say, what kind of like ghost has entered inside you? I cannot show my universal form in front of Arjun. I showed, and Arjun with folded hands just stood at once and said that, oh Bhagwan, I'm really sorry. I considered you as my friend. Oh Krishna, I'm really sorry. I ordered you to take the chariot here, take the chariot there. I considered you very low. Bhagwan said, oh, this is useless. Just spoiled the whole bhav, spoiled whole emotions. If a very beautiful Katha Kirtan is happening and we are relishing it, and suddenly power cut happens, and how it feels, all the relishment goes away. You understand that, right? So we can relate with this. In the same way, Krishna also relishes that friendship mood with Arjun. He was driving the chariot, he is the charioteer, and the one who is sitting behind is the owner, is the master. So he was feeling very good being the charioteer, being the servant, and Arjun being the master, and he was really relishing. Krishna was thinking that always I am the master. I want to relish this rasa of being a driver. See, the Lord wants to relish all rasas. That's why towards servants also, when he looked towards the servants, Prabhu becomes so much restless, feeling that I also want to become a servant and serve. Let me explain with an example. A person has a Rolls Royce car and he has a driver as well. Now the driver takes him everywhere. Now sometimes the master also feels like, oh, I also want to drive. So if the master, the owner, he is driving, it's not that the master becomes driver or servant. He stays the master. It's just that he wants to relish that mood of driving. Now you are able to understand. That's why I am reducing the level. See, I keep telling this in Bhagavatam that explaining Bhagavad Ji in the words of Bhagavatam is very easy. It's very easy to speak Bhagavatam as it is. But explaining with simple language for the layman, in the layman terms, it's very, very difficult. Because Bhagavatam is so high, it cannot be simplified so much. But we have to do it. That's the difficult task. So that's why I add all these examples, and adding this example, it's not so easy. Adding this example, it's like atrocity towards Bhagavatam. Why? Because we are talking about Krishna and Arjun, about relishing the rasa, and here we are coming down towards some car and some driver and all those things. Mercedes, Rolls Royce. These are very small things. So that's why it is called as different kind of logics. We are using all these logics and philosophy to explain. So at different places, Shukadeva Goswami also has given all these logics. Otherwise, all the karmis, jnanis, 88,000 rishis who are sitting there, they have different level. They are not of same level. So that's why we have to give such examples to them. He had to give examples. For example, a person is standing and he is embracing his own shadow. There is no fault in that. So Shukdev ji had to give this example while explaining the embrace of Radha and Krishna. He is saying that embrace of Radha and Krishna is not material embrace of male and female. Do not consider like this, because Radharani is like the shadow of Krishna. So a person embracing his own shadow, there is no fault in that. So Shukdev Goswami is speaking like this so that all these jnanis and rishis who are sitting, they can understand this. Otherwise, they may do a great aparadh, offense. So we use these such examples. In the house, there is maid who cooks paratha, very nice meals every day. But sometimes the Mataji, who is the owner, who is the master, she had a desire to cook herself today. So this kind of desire that I want to cook today. Even there is servant in the house who can cook, but still I tell him or her not to cook, I will cook. So this is the relishing mood. So in the same way, that Supreme Lord, who is supreme, who is the master of all, but he has become the charioteer. He is driving the chariot, and while driving, he has not become the servant. Because driving the chariot is like relishing relishing that mood of being a servant. He is the master of all, but still he had the desire to become the servant. This is the maturity. This is the greatness. See, a servant doing servitorship is fine, but the master accepting servitorship is a greatness. For example, our Guru Maharaj used to give a great minister, prime minister or some king, just by his words, great rules get created, constitution get created. So when he is in the office, he is ordering everyone and everyone is saluting to him. But when he comes back into his house, little kids, they will say, Father, oh Father, please become horse, we will sit on your back. So the profile has changed. In the house, profile is very different. He will become horse also for the happiness of the child. He will keep the child on the shoulder and he will walk. Now saying this, if the ministers came inside the house, they will get perplexed. What is this? Such great minister, the king of the country, he has become a horse. So does that reduce the status? No. The status of the prime minister is not reduced. It's like relishing that love with his child. So this is greatness of the Lord, that the Lord, he desires to become the servant as well. And inside Braj, he is not a master. In front of Yashoda Maya, he said, Maya, you can open my mouth, you can check yourself. Now Kanhaiya is thinking that if my mouth gets opened, what will happen? I'll get nice beatings, surely. I cannot show my universal form. So let me at least show from inside my mouth. See, in such situation, very mischievous child, what they do, they divert the attention of mother. Now Kanhaiya started thinking that, oh, Maya is thinking that I have eaten mud. And I have not told about this. My friends have complained about me to my mother. So now in the heart, Kanhaiya is thinking, he is crying, oh, Maya, what should I tell you? Maya says, hey, why are you crying? Krishna says, what should I tell Maya? Hey, speak up. Now Krishna is having the whole plan in his head. You know, Maya, this elder brother, Dao Bhaiya, Balaram, he's very much clever. He keeps teasing me. He says that, oh Kanhaiya, you know, you are black, your parents are white, dark, fair complexion. So from where you took birth? I'll tell you the reality. Actually, you are not their child. You are brought from outside. So this, when Krishna said, Krishna is using the trick of emotional blackmail here to Yashoda Maya. So Krishna is saying that, Maya, Balaramji says like this, you know, have you actually brought me from outside somewhere? Tell me honestly. Maya said, no, my son, you are my son only. I vow, I promise you, I tell you, like, trust my words. You are my son. I have given you birth. So Krishna said, Maya, I'm really stuck and I'm really pissed off with this teasings and all. So please tell me something. Please make me feel good. Yashoda Maya, no, he is trying to divert me. She knows in her heart. Now Kanhaiya said, Maya, is there any plan? Like I have a plan because they tease me every day. So I have a plan to get rid of it. So Yashodhamaya said, what is your plan? Now Kanhaiya said, Maya, you can bring me a very fair complexion girl and get me married with her. Why? Maya, because you all are fair. It's just me who is black. Now next time when Baldao will tease me, I will say that if I am dark, what's the problem? My wife is very fair. So I can have someone as a backup with me. Maya said, do you have any choice? Have you ever already thought about whom you want to marry? No, Kanhaiya said, like this is not something that I thought upon, but yeah, there was this one, I'm forgetting the name. She's very nice, she's very fair, she's full of qualities. So he knows already everything, but he is just playing tricks, playing games. So he's like, there's Vrishbhanu king, na? Like our father Nand Baba. I have heard that Vrishbhanu Maharaj has a beautiful daughter. Oh, what's her name? Oh, name, something, I just forgot. Something like Ra, something starts with Ra and it ends with A. What was it? Oh, just wait, Maya. It's coming in my head. It's coming in my head. Oh, yes. It's Radha. Yeah, Radha. I've never seen her. I don't know her much, but she can get married. Like if she gets married to me, like she will serve you nicely. Maya said, I will fulfill all your wish. First, you open your mouth. So she remembered that. So I'm not elaborately explaining that. Such beautiful, amazing pastime. Naradji asked Vedvyasji, have you written it anywhere? Naradji said, no. And on the other side, Sakha Shuddha Sakhya Kare Bhavi Skande Aroham Tumhe Kono Bado Log Tumi Amisan. Sakha says, Kanhaiya, you are no greater. We are all equal. So all these sakhas, what they do? They take from the mouth of Kanhaiya and eats. And Kanhaiya also takes from the mouth of sakhas and eats. In between them, when there is any fighting or any competition, then Krishna gets lost. And then Sakha, they climbs on the shoulder of Kanhaiya and they make him walk. There Kanhaiya cannot show his universal form because nobody there consider him as Lord. Kanhaiya, he killed so many demons, but the Sakhas, they never trusted this, that Kanhaiya has actually killed them. Kanhaiya lifted Govardhan for 7 days, 7 nights straight. Such heavy mountain he has lifted, but still the Sakhas, the friends, they don't consider Kanhaiya as the Lord. They say that, hey, you have not lifted yourself. We also have applied our wooden sticks in below. So Vedvyasji was asked by Naradji that, have you written all these things? No. And then beyond this, have you written that? Radhaji's glories. How on the lotus feet of Radha Rani, Krishna, he just pays obeisances. That Supreme Lord who is the master of the whole world. Ramji never did like this. Narayan never did like this. What Krishna is doing? When Radhaji gets in sulky mood, then to please her, Krishna, he do all the best thing that he can do. And when he gets tired of pleasing her, see, just when you go from here, there is a place called Kokilavan. You know Kokilavan? Near Kosi. Everyone knows Shani temple. Kokilavan's Shani is not Shani Dev. The Devta of Kokilavan is different Shani. He is very smart. What is the meaning of kokil? Kokil means cuckoo bird. Koyal, cuckoo bird. To meet Radha ji, whole night, Krishna speaks like cuckoo bird. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Why? Because he wants to meet Radha ji. If you want to meet, you can meet. No, because the mother-in-law of Radha ji comes in between and she does not allow Radha ji to go. Who is the mother-in-law of Radha ji? Do we know? Someone saying Yashoda Maya. If you speak like this, then it will be completely khichdi. So Radha ji is not married with Krishna. Narad ji married with whom? Ayan Kosh, Upamanyu. Abhimanyu. Got married with Abhimanyu. This Abhimanyu is not of Mahabharat. This Abhimanyu is different. Braj Abhimanyu. Anyway, it's a very big marathon. We will not go in that direction much. But the Jatila mother-in-law, she does not allow Radhaji to go. And Kanhaiya, whole night he is saying, Kuku, Kuku, Kuhu, Kuhu. He is becoming restless to serve Radhaji, to meet Radhaji. Now, that vision which is not visible everywhere, anywhere, that scene which is only available in Vrindavan, where Krishna is massaging the lotus feet of Radharani. Where we see that? In Seva Kunj. This is the relishment of rasa, the best of all rasas. That's why Krishna is blackish in complexion. Why he is dark complexioned? I keep on telling this again and again. Why? Why Krishna is blackish, dark? There is this bhajan. So Kanhaiya, when he is asked that why you are black, so different kind of logics are applied. Ever happen that the one who takes birth at night, they become black? So many people take birth in night. They do not become like that. So another reason he gave that, I actually entered into Yamuna river and I danced on Kalia river. आप कालिया के सिर पे नाच कर रहे हो तो क्या पूरा भी ट्रांसफर हो गया काला हो गया? You are dancing on the head of Kalia. So because of that you have become black. So when Dance on Kalia. This is the way.
ये सारे कितने बहाने हैं। काली गाय का काली रात को जन्म
All these big excuses. I have drunk black cow's milk. I took birth in dark night. And then he not just this, he actually talked about the black mascara applied on the gopis' eyes. I cannot sing like them. He sings very well. I just keep on trying. Okay, I only sing better.
तेरे नजर का रंग काला इसलिए आई अब इसका मुख्य अर्थ समझो। कृष्ण श्याम काले क्यों? क्योंकि
Now
वृंदावन
understand the real meaning. Why Krishna is black?
एक तो जो कृष्ण के
Because in Vrindavan there are 4 types of devotees and associates. One are servants, one are friends, some are in Vatsalya,
विशेष रस
and then there is a special ras in Vrindavan.
रस समझते हैं।
You understand ras?
बनाते हैं उसमें
When we make shikanji, lemon water, then there are so many different masala and spices added in that. Now the
रस है, उसको बोलते हैं माधुर्य रस, जिसमें वृंदावन की गोपियां और उन गोपियों में सर्वश्रेष्ठ श्री राधा जी।
most important ras of Braj is Madhurya ras. If Radha ji is not there in Braj, then
और यदि
Braj will not be existing. And if Radha ji is not there, then Kanhaiya Krishna's any pastime would not get fulfilled.
और सुन लो, वो ब्रज की जो माधुर्य रस श्रृंगार में सबसे श्रेष्ठ है और उसको
So Madhurya ras, Shringar ras is the topmost.
बड़ा आवश्यक है।
And to relish that, it's very necessary to have sham, means dark complexion. And that's why Krishna is dark complexion. It's not by default that he is black. There is a logic behind this.
क्योंकि हर एक रस का
Because every rasa
एक एक रंग है।
has a specific color.
दास्य रस
Dasya ras
कवरा है।
is mixed color.
समझते हैं?
Chitkavara means
सख्य रस
mixed color.
ये हल्का हल्का लाल।
Sakhya ras is little reddish.
वात्सल्य रस
Vatsalya
ये गहरा
is
गाढ़ा लाल।
dark red.
और मधुर रस
And
जो
Madhur
वृंदावन
ras,
की गोपियाँ और राधा जी का जो ये
Vrindavan
श्रृंगार
gopis
रस,
and this
रास
Shringar
होता
ras,
है,
the ras lila that happens,
इसका रंग वर्ण काला
the color
है।
of this ras is
और
black.
उसका जो आस्वादन करता है
And the one who relishes that,
वर्ण नहीं होगा,
until he is having dark blackish complexion, cannot really
कृष्ण
relish it.
श्याम
So that's why Krishna is a Sham. He
और
is
दूसरी तरफ है हमारे
dark complexion. And on the other side, we have Radha ji. What is the color of Radha ji?
गौरी
She is Gauri. She is fair complexion.
का है तप्त कांची।
Not just fair, she is
पीला हुआ सोना
like
जैसा
molten gold. Her complexion
डाल दिया जाए तो
is like molten gold.
shiny और चमकीला होता है।
When the gold is melted,
प्रकार से।
how
वो
shiny
क्यों है ऐसा?
and
क्योंकि जिस रस का
effulgent.
आस्वादन राधा जी
So Radha ji's complexion is like that. Why? Because the ras that Radha ji
को करवाती है
feels
वो क्या है?
and the bliss, the ras that Radha ji provides to Krishna,
प्रेम
it's
समझते हैं?
something beyond prem. You understand prem, you understand love.
कितना सारा
When does one attain love?
प्रेम का बड़े सौ पंडित हुए
2.5 words of this prem,
पहुंचता पता है कोई
the alphabet, 2.5 alphabet of this prem. A one who understands that he is the biggest scholar.
श्रद्धा
But to attain that, we have 9 steps. First is Shraddha.
श्रद्धा की बात है हमारी तो श्रद्धा ही नहीं है
Shraddha means faith.
तो जो भी कथा सुनने आता है
So whoever comes to hear Hari Katha or chants the holy name,
तो आ सकता है
if there is no faith, then can he come?
श्रद्धा पहली सीढ़ी है
So this faith is the first ladder.
इसके ऊपर दूसरी
First
सीढ़ी
step.
पे चलते हैं तो
Second step is
साधु संग
Sadhu Sang.
तो साधु संग
Shraddha,
की इच्छा होगी।
faith, and then Sadhu Sang.
और जब साधु के साथ संग हो जाएगा तो फिर
And when Sadhu Sang happens, then what happens?
गोलगप्पे खाओ,
What the sadhu will say, eat golgappe, eat pizza, chowmin. No, sadhu will say, come to satsang, come to devotee association, chant, follow Ekadashi, offer tulsi, and come to Bhagavad Ji exactly at 6 p.m.
क्या करेंगे? भजन करेंगे।
So what sadhus will do?
कैसे करेंगे?
Sadhus will perform bhajan kriya.
और जब साधु कुछ भजन की बात बोलते हैं
And when sadhu talks about bhajan,
अंदर जितने कलमश हैं
then what happens?
उसका नाश होगा।
All the anarthas, all the faults inside, all the impurities, they starts getting purified. This is the fourth standard, that when the impurities are gone, right now impurity is there. Oh, my heart is impure. I checked my cholesterol. Everything was fine. Blood is also good. But not this type of impurity. The impurities we are talking about is anartha. The anartha of many, many births which are filled in our hearts, which cannot be detoxed by any medicine also. To detox that, to clean that, the medicine that is required is nothing but Krishna Gatha, Kirtan of Krishna's glories. Hridyantasto Abhadrani, hearing the glories of Krishna.
जन्मों जन्मों के संस्कार
All the sanskaras, bad sanskaras of birth after birth, which are there, which are hidden in the heart, if there is someone who can clean it, if there is any cleaner, then Shranata Swakatha, Punya Shravan Kirtan. Only Bhagwan's Harikatha.
ये होगा तो फिर रुचि आती है।
When it is there, then Ruchi comes. Ruchi means taste. Before that, no taste comes.
कर रहे हैं
Oh, we have to do, that's why we have to do. We are doing. Because we have to do. But the relishing part is not there. But the one who has got the relishment, then the devotee prays to the Lord, Oh Lord, why you have given me just one tongue to chant your holy name?
आप मुझको 100 जीवा क्यों नहीं दे दी?
Why have you not given me 100 tongues?
कोई व्यक्ति भूखा हो
For example, if there is a hungry person and you bring hot jalebi,
भूखा है और सामने गरम गरम जलेबी आगे, एक खाएगा दो
he
खाएगा,
will eat
स्वाद आ
one,
रहा है, स्वाद आ
two,
रहा है, स्वाद आ रहा है,
more and more.
एक चीज
Taste
आपको
is
पकड़
coming.
है और
He'll say like, oh, one tongue is not enough. I want more tongue so that I can relish more. In the same way, when one gets the relishment of holy names of the Lord, and when it starts coming also, then at that time, in his heart comes one thought that, oh, why you have given me one tongue? Tunde tandavne vitanute tundavale labde. Why you have not given me millions of tongue? And not just this, that relishing, the relishment that happens by hearing the Harikatha. At that time, the devotee says that, oh Lord, why you have given me just 2 ears?
10,000 कान क्यों नहीं दिए?
Why have you not given me 10,000 ears?
10,000 कान। ये पता है किसने प्रार्थना की?
You know who actually prayed like this?
पूरी पृथ्वी के राजा
One king was described in Bhagavad Gita, Prithu Maharaj, who said to Bhagwan, oh Lord, you give me 10,000 ears. Bhagwan said, are you mad?
कान ही कान हो जाएंगे।
From top to bottom, your whole body will be filled with ears. It will look so ugly. No, Lord, you did not understand. Please give me the potency of 10,000 ears in these 2 ears. Why? Because I want to relish your Hari Katha, glories of yours, every moment, all the time through these ears. Such are the prayers of devotees.
ये आस्वादन की बात है।
So that's why this is the point of relishment.
रुचि आ गई। उसके
When
बाद next
taste
step क्या है?
comes, then what happens in the next step? Then comes attachment.
हमारे केशव को attachment की बात बता रहे थे। आप
We were
जहाँ
discussing about attachment,
वहाँ पर attachment
that wherever we will give our energy,
जब energy दोगे,
we
खुद से attachment।
develop our attachment. We give our
सब समय घर की चिंता
energy to a dog, then we get attached to the dog.
भगवान की तरफ चिंता करो।
When we give our energy towards the Lord, then attachment happens to the Lord. So somewhere or other we have to put our attachment.
उसके बिना हम रह नहीं सकते।
There is a direction required. So you have to think yourself which attachment is best. At the time of COVID,
एक माता थी,
there was one Mataji.
उनका तो शरीर शांत हो गया।
And now she is no more. But
नेकलेस से बड़ा
she was very much attached to her diamond necklace. All the time she was wearing. She was very much relishing and that was her interest. But when she got COVID and the son was taking her to ICU, then the mother said, oh my son, please remove this necklace. The son said, mother, you have been wearing this for so many years, years after years. Day and night you were wearing this. The mother said, no, I do not need this. Just bring 50 rupees tulsi mala now.
कहाँ वो 10-15 लाख का
So that 10, 15 lakh, 10 million lakh, 10 million necklace and
कोई कंपैरिजन है?
on the other side just 50 rupees tulsi mala. Is there any comparison? No.
लेकिन अध्यात्म के
See, in terms of money there is no comparison, but in terms of spirituality, the comparison is great. The importance of 50 rupees tulsi mala is million times more than $1 billion necklace. When a person is dying, we add tulsi and Ganga Jal in the mouth.
क्या वैल्यू है उनकी?
So much Ganga Jal is flowing.
समय वो तुलसी की इतनी वैल्यू है जो गले में
So much water, so much everything is flowing. But that tulsi is so important at the time of death. That little leaf,
कहीं तो
how glorious it is. So somewhere or other, that attachment needs a direction.
कथा में बैठे
See, we all are sitting here.
तो आप सोच कर देखो
So you just think about it.
का नाम हो कथा हो वहाँ भूत प्रेत रह सकते
Wherever there is Bhagwan's Hari Katha, Bhagwan's name, so can the ghost reside there? No. Ghost will go away. In the same way, we have sins inside of us.
हैं। जब हम बैठे
When we sit inside Hari Katha, all those sins, they just fly away.
लेकिन जब वो पूरा
They cannot stay. Now when they fly away, they will settle somewhere. Where they will settle down. Those who hear phone and disturb in Hari Katha, all the sin gets settled on their head. Because the sins have to go somewhere. Where the sins will go? They are helpless.
पाप उसी के सिर पे आता है।
So the person who is disturbing in Hari Katha collects everyone's sin. So that's why in the start itself we say that keep your phone silent and don't talk in Hari Katha. Because everyone's sin will come on your head then. This is just a joking point, but
तो
yes,
ऐसी आसक्ति को भी
please don't.
डायरेक्शन चाहिए।
Please stay focused in Katha. So our attachments need a direction. So get yourself attached with Radha Madhavji. And how that attachment will happen? See, there is a process of attachment also.
रोज भगवान का दर्शन
Every day you go and come and have darshan of the Lord. Every day you come.
बारिश हो रही हो कुछ भी हो रही हो,
Even if there is rainfall, there is heat in summers.
तो पता है आपको चिंता नहीं, किसको चिंता होगी?
And if you'll come every day like this, then you will not have to worry. Lord will worry for you. I'll give you a practical example for this. See,
कोल्ड स्टोरेज जानते हैं?
you know cold storage? A place where
माइनस
storage is done.
टेम्परेचर होता है पूरा अंदर एक
So there is very low temperature, minus temperature. And in that cold storage, seeds are kept for preservation.
माइनस 50 डिग्री, तो अंदर लोग सामान रखने भी जाते हैं, बाहर भी आते हैं। तो कोई ऐसे जा सकता है -50 के ही कपड़े में?
So can anyone enter into minus 50 degrees Celsius with these clothes? No, they have to wear a special jacket. That is cold proof jacket. And outside there was a guard also. Every day employees are going inside and coming out. This is a practical incident I am telling you. Now there was one employee
जो रोज गार्ड को सुबह गुड मॉर्निंग कहते हैं
who was saying
और बाहर
good morning to the guard every day. And while coming out,
रोज ऐसे ही होता है।
he will say good evening, good night to the guard every day. Now one day,
गुड मॉर्निंग
that person, he came,
शाम हो गई,
said good morning to the guard and entered. Now it is the evening time, so the guard did not found that the person who every day says good night. Now the person, he got fainted inside that cold storage, inside that icy cold storage, and no one knows actually. He got unnoticed and he was just lying there, and if he would lie there, then he would die actually. Now the guard outside, he started thinking that where is that person who he came today in the morning and said me good morning, but he has not came out, and because he every day says good night to me. So he thought in his mind,
इमरजेंसी अलार्म बजा,
and now he just pressed emergency alarm. Now the whole team came.
अंदर फंसा हुआ है, सब
There is someone who is stuck inside. Because
रोज मेरे को विश
now everyone says, how you get to know this?
किया नहीं,
I know this because every day that person when he goes out, he
तो टीम अंदर
wishes me good night. So you have to check him. And the team went inside and they found that the person was inside that cold storage. He was about to die and he got saved. How he got saved? The team did not save him. The guard also did not save him. Actually, his wishing nature,
जब एक
every day saying good morning, good night to a normal person every day.
विश करना मतलब कुछ कहना,
So such a
उसके प्राण बच सकते हैं।
nice nature
यहाँ पर
of saying good morning
रोज
can help
दर्शन करने से
him get his life saved. So what to speak of coming every day and greeting Thakurji? Then what will happen? Thakurji will become so much
क्यों नहीं आई, कुछ बात नहीं हो गई,
caring for you that, oh, today she has not come to have my darshan. What has happened? Is there any problem in her house? Let me go and check. So he will become very much careful about us. Only when? Then there is attachment. If attachment is not there, then
हम सीधा उनको आपकी
there is no worry.
फिक्र मेरे को भी तेरी नहीं है,
We will say, Prabhu, we do not care about you. Prabhu will say, I also do not care about you.
मेरे को भी तेरी।
If I care about you, then Prabhu will care about me.
स्पष्ट कह दिया,
Why? Because Krishna says, I have said in Gita, ye yatham am prapadyanti tam sadaiv bhajami.
ऐसे ही जो रोज नित्य
So like this, those who chant the holy name of the Lord every day, those who chant, not like this, that if I'm doing today, then I will do in the next Diwali now,
ये अटैचमेंट है,
or will do in the next Diwali. Not like this. The attachment that one has,
लेवल ये आता है आसक्ति का, जब भगवान और नाम में दोनों में आसक्ति हो जाती है, किए बिना रह नहीं सकते। ऐसी भी माता यहाँ पर बैठी है, मैं जानता हूँ, इनको 15-20 साल से जानता हूँ यहाँ पर।
and then a stage comes that a person cannot stay without chanting. I know some Mataji sitting here, from last 15-20 years I am seeing them, that until they get chanting their rounds, they cannot stay. They fight with their husband and they become restless if they don't chant the holy names initially. So I'm not saying to fight with your husband and do like this, but yes, such attachment is there, and when such attachment is there, then feelings come upon it.
और उसको कहा जाता है भाव। और यही भाव जब गाढ़ा 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 कंडेंस हो
Now,
जाता
when
है,
these feelings get more condensed and condensed, then comes prem, love. Then comes love. So this 2.5 letter word prem is not so simple. It has 9 stages, 9 steps. This is not so much limited with 2.5 alphabets. From faith to love, these are 9 stages. And to 9th stage, love comes. The mother keeps child for 9 months in the womb. In the same way, Guruji also, when he gives disciple mantra, then coming to the 9th stage, he attains love. And it's not ended with that. The prem gets condensed even more. Just an example. You saw me, we saw you. And we developed love in 7 days. Now that love is not 100%. It started with 5%. Now it becomes more and more condensed, more and more condensed. Like marriage happens, boy and girl. There is love, so they get married. Now there is no 100% prem. It's just the beginning of love. And slowly, slowly it becomes more and more condensed. In the same way, beyond love there is sneh, man, pranay, rag, anurag. These are very great topics. I am just speaking the names to explain. Rag, anurag. And then above that, Rood, Adhirood, Modan, Madan. And then the last stage, which is like the highest, when the love gets 100% condensed, then that it becomes Madanakya Mahabhav. So those who relish that, those who reach at that position, although no one can reach that position because it's that rocket to which no one can actually reach. But the one who actually relishes it is having a requirement. The requirement to reach that Mahabhav state is the complexion, the golden complexion, the molten golden complexion. And that is Srimati Radharani. And Radharani makes Krishna relish that. And that's why she is Gauri. She is fair complexioned. So it's not that, randomly they got birth with this kind of complexion. No, it's not random. Nothing is random there. Everything has a deep reasons and meaning. So this is the takeaway for today. Why Krishna is black? Because in Braj there are 4 rasas. I am speaking Katha, but I have a special affection towards all of you. You all came towards me, so it's my duty, being a teacher, that I should affectionately tell you all these things. Otherwise, I can just speak one pastime, another pastime, and Bhagavad will be finished. So, I am here to teach you what is the main philosophical teachings and reasons behind everything. I am not here to just speak some pastimes. Many professionals are there to speak like that. I am here to teach you, and that's why, see, everywhere there are so many Radha Krishna temples. Krishna being black, Radha ji white. Why Krishna is black, why Radha ji is golden, nobody is there to tell you. You can go in every temple in Faridabad and you can go and ask them that why Krishna is in blackish complexion and why Radha ji is golden complexion. If you ask, I will bet you no one will be able to answer this. In Radha Madhav Gaudiya Math, every day in the morning at 9 a.m., Madhapriya Prabhuji speaks Hari Katha, and in the evening also Hari Katha is there. In between also there is Katha. And here in these Hari Katha you will get that information and then your concepts will get cleared.
तो इतनी सारी बात कह दी,
So many things we discussed. You must have been forgetting all these things. So hear this.
खड़ा करके पूछ लूंगा,
Now I will make anyone stand and ask. Those who will be able to answer it,
डबल प्रसाद,
you will get double prasad. And those who will not be able to answer, you will surely get some punishment. What will be the punishment?
एक दिन भंडारा उसके नाम का हो,
Feast in your name. You will have to arrange for feast for everyone. This is a punishment. This is service to devotees. Everything that is prepared is given to Thakurji and all these devotees eat. So this is not a punishment. This is the mercy actually.
हमारा निवेदन प्रसाद 400 लोग 500 लोग पा रहे हैं, इससे बढ़कर
400, 500 people are accepting our donated prasadam. This is a great blessing and mercy
वृंदावन में 4
to be chosen for this. See, in Vrindavan, again I am repeating, 4 bhav are prominent. Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, the parents, and 4th is Madhurya, that is Radhaji and Gopis.
माधुर्य,
So Madhurya Ras.
उसका रंग क्या है?
The color of that is black,
श्याम,
dark
इसलिए कृष्ण
complexion.
सबसे ज्यादा
Now that's why
आस्वादन
Krishna, he experiences topmost bliss. And to experience that topmost bliss, the requirement is having the blackish complexion.
है कि नहीं?
Hope you all understood. All glories to Krishna.
इसका मतलब आ गई, आई कि नहीं? अब दादाजी गोरी क्यों है?
Now why Radhaji is
क्योंकि प्रेम
golden complexion? Because
9 सीढ़ी चढ़नी पड़ती है,
to attain love, there are 9 stages. Shraddha. Even if you don't remember the 9 stages, just remember the main points. From Shraddha, Sadhu Sang, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, Prem.
ये 9 है।
These 9 stages.
उस जब तक वो प्रेम
Until one does not have prem, then there is no relationship with the Lord. And when the prem becomes more and more condensed,
नाम और अलग-अलग रूप
then it has different name and form. What are those? Sneh, Man, Pranay, Rag, Anurag, Rud, Adhirud, Modan, Madan, Bhav, Madanakya, Mahabhav.
इतना गाढ़ा 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 होते 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 वो
Such condensation, and it reaches to that limit
आगे और कोई
where there is nothing beyond. There is nothing beyond that Madanakya Mahabhav. Now Radha ji
आस्वादन को प्राप्त करती है और कृष्ण
relishes
आस्वादन कराती है,
that Mahabhav and makes Krishna relish that. So that's why she is Tapta Kanchan, molten gold. What to speak of Faridabad? Even in Vrindavan, there are so many Bhagavad speakers. If they can tell this, ask them. If they can tell, I'll pay obeisances to them. This is such rare points. That's why hearing from Gaudiya sadhus who are followers of Srila Rupa Goswami, if one does not hear from them, then just forget about Radha Krishna. You will never be able to attain those status.
उसमें भी इतने विचार हैं, राम जी ने ऐसा क्यों किया?
Sita Ramji's devotion, everything has so much philosophy and reasonings. That why Ramji did this, why Ramji did that. We will hear someday when we will speak about Ram Leela. It's already time right now.
सीता जी उनको
Sita ji, to go to the forest,
जाने के लिए कोई जोर जबरदस्ती थी? उनको जाने के लिए मना किया गया था ना? वनवास तो राम जी को देता,
force,
सारे आभूषण उतार कर नंगे पांव बिना पादुका धारण करें, कितने
removing all the ornaments without any shoe.
वस्तु से
She is walking bare feet with Ramji into the forest. That means she does not have any attachment with anyone except Ramji.
देखो ये नाम भी राम जी, राम कितना सरल है ना। जो व्यक्ति राम बोलता है ना, उसी समय सारे पाप थर-थर कांपने लग जाते हैं, अब हमारा क्या होगा?
See, this name Ram is very special. Just by speaking Ra, all the sins come out and they can enter again inside. So that's why Ma means we just
सीधा सा नाम राम,
shut our mouth down, and then the sins cannot enter. Now Krishna's name is very different. Until the
प्रैक्टिस करना
tongue bends in three ways, we cannot even speak Krishna. Just focus on this. Consciously try to understand. Krishna. Krishna. That's why Krishna also stands in a three-banded form. So when the tongue is having three bends, then it's different.
किशन
Someone can take shortcut and say Kishan, Kishan. That's different. But Krishna will require
सीता जी जो
a great tongue twisting.
बिना किसी आसक्ति के राम जी के साथ वन में चली गई तो हिरण के प्रति आसक्ति नहीं थी। हे राम मुझको वो सोने का हिरण ला कर दो। इतना सोना आभूषण तो आप छोड़कर आ गए अयोध्या में। राम जी मना भी कर रहे, सीता नहीं।
Sita ji got attached with a golden deer. She already left so much of opulence just to get attached with a golden deer. Ramji was telling, don't worry about this. Don't worry about this golden deer. It can be a trap. But Sita ji said, no, I want that golden deer. So she just was so much detached from everything material, all these things. Then why she got attached with this golden deer? Why she showed such attachment? Do you know why? I'm not gonna give this answer. Just think about it tomorrow. This is your homework. I'm trying to tell you this, that when you hear the pastimes of Radha, what to speak of Radha Krishna, even of Sita Ram, when you hear from them, there is so much deep philosophy and reasonings. It's not very simple. Ram Lila happened. Shukdev ji also spoke Ram Lila in one shlok to Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit ji said, oh, I want to hear Ram Katha. Parikshit ji said, I want to hear Ram Katha. So Shukdev Goswami, just in one shloka, he spoke the whole Ram Lila. That how he got exiled, he killed Ravan and brought back Sita back. That's it. One shlok, Ram Lila finished. So Ram Lila is limited to this only? No, every step has such secrets, confidential reasonings. What is Setu Bandh? What is that bridge? What is that Kevat? Who is the Vibhishan? What is the significance of Ravan? Who is Bharat ji? Who is Lakshman ji? Bharat ji? Until we do not hear this with proper philosophy and reasoning, we will not be able to relish it. Understanding? What are the ingredients in between? When a person gets to know this, then the relishment of ras increases multifold. That's why Shri Radha ji, how she is? Radhashtami is coming, right? So that's why I said we will hear Radha ji's topics every day. Radha ji is fair complexion because of such reason, and Krishna is black for a reason. Now you will say that Krishna is golden. Krishna is a fair complexion here in your temple. So this marble was cheap. That's why you brought white Krishna. Black marble is expensive. That's why did you buy like this? Black one is expensive. White marble is cheap. So that's why you chose. That's why Krishna is white hair. No, that's not the reason. What's the reason then? Radha ji day and night she chants the holy name of Krishna. Now Krishna also, he does not stay silent. Do you know what he do? Day and night in his head only one name keeps on rotating. What's that? Radhe Radhe. You speak Radhe Radhe. In Krishna's head, it's always Radha, Radha, Radha. In Dwarka, when he got married with 16,000 wives, at night while sleeping with them, he is still chanting Radha, Radha. He is standing on the battlefield of Kurukshetra and still chanting the holy name of Radha, Radha. He is saying Man Mana Bhagamad Bhakto. But he himself is meditating on whom? Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja.
हर एक श्लोक में रसिक टीका के अनुसार
In every shloka, according to Rasik commentary,
अनन्य चिंतमान
Ananya Chintayanto Mam Je Jana Paripasita Tesham Nitya Viyuktanam Yoga Shem Vahamya.
अनन्य भाव से भक्ति करो
Ananya,
ये कौन है?
who is Ananya?
ये सब विचार है।
Everything targets to Radharani only.
इसलिए सब समय राधा जी का
So that's why Krishna always meditates on Radharani
राधा
only.
जी मान
But when Radhaji, she gets into sulky mood and just leaves,
चिंतन करते करते
now Krishna meditating on Radhaji, yasya kadapi atna dhanyat dhanya pavanena kritarthamani. There is no time, otherwise
राधा जी का चिंतन करते करते कृष्ण
just meditating on Radhaji, Krishna sits and chants Radhe, 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 Radhe.
इतस्ततः अनुस्मृत्या अनंगमान खिन मनसा कृतानुकाप सकलंदि नंदिनी तदंत कुंद विषाद मानव। राधा जी के ये जो मानव जी हैं, राधा जी के चिंतन में
In the absorption of Radhaji, chanting Radhe, Radhe, you know what happens?
राधा जी जैसा गोरा हो
His color, his complexion becomes like that of Radhaji,
काले रंग से थोड़े हो जाते
from black to golden,
हैं। यहाँ पर जो मानव जी जो
black to fair, dark to fair. So that's why the Madhav that you are seeing here, he is in fair complexion, white complexion, because this is a particular Swarup. See, you all have phone.
गोरी को क्लिक कर दी,
When Mataji is crying and you clicked, so in your gallery, what photo comes?
कोई माता
The crying face of a Mata. Some Mataji is dancing and laughing. If you click the photo will be of a particular form. That same form of laughing and dancing gets stored in the gallery and stays there. In the same way, Madhavji has a particular Swarupa here. That Madhav who meditating on Radhaji continuously has become Radhamai.
उन राधा जी के भाव में पूरे डूब गए हैं।
So he is completely absorbed in the moods of Radhaji, and that's why his dark complexion got changed into fair complexion, became fair like Radhaji.
राधा जी जैसे हो नहीं सकते,
But Krishna can never be like Radhaji.
बनने का प्रयास कर सकते
He can just try to be like Radhaji.
हैं। ये देखो
So that's why
वहाँ पर आप देख रहे हैं।
these three personalities whom you are seeing, on the rightmost is Radhaji.
अब देखो उस तरफ
Now you see in that direction. Yesterday I was telling you to see in that, not to see.
राधा जी पूरे गोरी है ना,
Now to you see.
उनके साथ कृष्ण को भी कैसे हैं?
See, Radhaji on the rightmost. She is fair. Krishna also is fair complexion. Because meditating on Radhaji continuously, Radhaji's complexion
उन्हें आविष्ट होकर
being absorbed in the moods of Radhaji. Now Krishna became white complexion like Radhaji, same complexion as Radhaji. And when Radha and Krishna they embrace,
आलिंगितम विग्रह,
Radha Alingitam Vigraham,
तो वो एक हो जाते हैं।
then they become one.
क्योंकि वास्तव में दो तो है ही नहीं,
Because they are not two actually.
हम दोनों को दिखाने के लिए।
They are two just to show us. How should I explain?
ये फूल देख रहे हैं,
Give me this, like see this
मैंने फेंका,
flower. I threw this flower.
फेंका कि मेरी शक्ति ने फेंका,
Did I throw this or my potency?
शक्ति ने, मैंने नहीं फेंका।
My potency, did I not?
क्या बोले? आप बोले तो शक्ति बोले।
People are confused.
ये तो confusion है।
This is the confusion.
अगर मैं नहीं हूँ तो मेरी शक्ति,
If I am not there, then can my potency throw this?
अगर मैं हूँ
And if I am there and my potency is not there, can I throw this flower?
एक ही है।
So there is no difference. It's same, one and same.
कृष्ण एक है,
So that same Krishna
आस्वादन करना है लीला
and Radharani, they are same.
शक्ति को ही
They are identical.
प्रकट किया।
Potent and potency.
वो हमारी शक्ति, हलाकी शक्ति कौन? श्री राधा।
So Radharani is the Haladini Shakti, potency of Krishna. And when they become one, then the third, the leftmost deity is of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They unite and become Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Radha Krishna embrace each other, they become one and become Mahaprabhu. Or
जब वो कृष्ण
when
राधा जी से
Krishna, he with folded hands beg
स्वागत आप करते
that, oh Radhaji, the love that you relish, I also do not have access there.
मालिक हूँ,
I am the master, I am the Lord, but still,
चीज में मालिकाना दिखा सकता हूँ,
I can show my
लेकिन वो जो प्रेम का जो एक
lordship everywhere, but in that ocean of love, I also have no entry.
वहां पर आपका प्रवेश,
You only have that entry.
आप ही हैं।
Because you are that ocean of rasa, of love.
तो मैं भी उसका
So, O Radharani, I want that I also can relish that. So please, what you do, you give me your moods and your complexion. So, accepting the mood and complexion of Radhaji, Krishna became Mahaprabhu, who came 500 years back and through such a staircase from Golok Vrindavan. See, if you have to go in the upper floor, you will use stairs, right? So, Mahaprabhu has through such a stair, the Lord has through such stair, through which we can reach that Golok Vrindavan. To give that stair, Mahaprabhu came to us, and that stair is
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Mahamantra.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
प्रभु जी, फिनिश कर।